Hello, welcome to Old Nerd Watches The Devil's Reign, spooky season film. Um, this one is, I guess you consider this a cult classic. Not real well known, but to old nerds like me, very interesting. Mostly because of the cast. As you see here, you've got William Shatner, Ernest Borgnine, Ida Lupino, John Travolta. And that's not all. There's more than that in here. There's let's see, Keenan Wynn. Anybody who else? Tom Skerritt, Eddie Albert. It's a heck of a cast. And it's interesting. Ernest Borgnine is the head of a satanic cult, and he gives a really cool performance as that. William Shatner, of course, plays the good guy, the hero, but only for the first part of the movie. He's captured by the cult, and from then on, his brother, played by Tom Skerritt, probably most well known to most people as he's from the first Alien movie. The Tom Skerritt becomes the hero after William Shatner gets captured about halfway through. Anton LaVey is in the cast, and he was also consulted for the story because it's about a satanic cult, and this is from 1975. So that was right at the height of his popularity, notoriety. This is a nice edition of this movie. It's from a label called, come on, focus, Dark Sky Films. This comes with an insert right here. 2006 DVD catalog. This is see they did a nice job. They got this artwork in here. Is there any artwork over there? I can't tell. But I mean that's Ernest Borgnine in devil makeup. This movie is kind of infamous for the final scene where the devil's rain, it's just rain, but when it comes down, all the members of the devil cult start melting into this really colorful goo, and the scene goes on for like 5 minutes, and it's just them melting in the rain. It's pretty cool. It's a neat effect. Pretty well done movie. It's like, I don't even think it's an hour and a half long. I don't know if this is streaming anywhere. Like, you could watch it on Tubi maybe for free. I'm not sure. I think it's on Tubi. I'm sure you can find it streaming for free someplace. But excellent film, really. The person who directed this is famous for directing the Vincent Price horror movie, The Abominable Dr. Phibes. So the director is, what's his name? Robert Fuest, an English fellow. He one of the special features on here is a commentary by him, but it's moderated by somebody else because Robert Fuest must have been pretty elderly at the time. This came out in 2006 ish, somewhere around there. So the commentary would have been recorded around there shortly before there, and he was pretty elderly at the time. You can tell. I listened to the commentary, and it's moderated by another person, but Robert Fuest, he doesn't. I would say he spends like 50% of the commentary talking about other work that he'd done. Every once in a while, he would come back to The Devil's Reign and talk about this movie, but you can tell he's pretty elderly. He kind of wanders and rambles as he talks, but it's still an interesting commentary track. This is a nice release. I'm going to keep this. I like this movie. It's a curiosity. It's a cult classic. It's a neat movie. It's almost television movie type material, except it gets a little violent here and there. Dark Sky Films, I think they're still in existence, but they're cool. They have a nice catalog of older, more obscure, cult classic, underground type movies, and they did a nice job on this release. This is a nice looking DVD, nice case, nice artwork. This is famous for being John Travolta's very first film role. He has this mask on in the couple little scenes that he's in, but you can tell it's him because of the chin, the big cleft in his chin. Like there's no doubt that it's John Travolta because you can see the chin. But this is a interesting curiosity of a movie. I recommend this one to old nerds like myself. If you haven't seen this before or heard of this before, it's an interesting time capsule from 1975. The cast list, like just about every single person in the cast, they're famous, and everybody has a really good performance. The movie isn't super scary, but it's neat. Like I said, it's a neat, creepy kind of spooky season, perfect for this time of year vibe. So I recommend The Devil's Rain. Check it out if you can find it. I don't think you're gonna find this disc out in the wild too much, because I got lucky and found it at a secondhand store. But I would say that this is pretty obscure. Probably not a lot of people owned it. So if you do come across this copy out in the wild, pick it up. It's worth having in your collection. Otherwise, you can probably stream it for free online somewhere. But yeah, if you like this kind of content, I do lots of videos on my physical media collection: DVDs, Blu-rays, 4K Blu-rays. I'll probably get into some laser discs at some point because I have some of those. I do videos on, say, when I go to thrift stores, when I find movies and books and stuff there. I also do a series on here reading my Marvel Comics collection in order. I do a video for each comic that I read in my collection from Marvel as I read them in release date order. So if any of that sounds good, please subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below if you know anything cool about The Devil's Rain, and like and share. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you next time.